You know how everyone complains about Nintendo Switch Online? Especially when it comes to the drip feed of retro games on the service? At the same time, the selection's so overwhelming that you don't even know what to start with. I get it. It feels like I'm paying for something that's rotting on my Switch menu, but what if it doesn't have to be like this? What if I got my money's worth and actually beat every classic game offered on Nintendo Switch Online? I'm talking about every platform offered, from the NES to even the Genesis, a console I have zero experience with. Now, I already know what you're thinking. Why? Just why? Well, simply put, I don't think it's a challenge that anyone has documented before. Given how convenient NSO is, I'm surprised that this type of challenge isn't really a thing. Plus, I have yet to experience many of the most renowned classics. Whenever I tried a new game, I never got too invested and eventually dropped them, never to be touched again. But that ends today. So how exactly does this work? Simple. I will take one game from NSO and play through it until I beat it. Not complete it, because that's the completionist's job. Each game will have a dedicated video, no matter how niche they are. Along the way, I'll give my personal thoughts throughout my journey of the game, which parts I enjoyed, stuck out to me, got stumped, didn't like, etc. It'll feel like journal entries rather than a typical game review. There's this fine line between objective game reviews and extremely thorough video essays and let's plays, but it's rare to see something in between. It'll be challenging, soul-crushing, but hopefully it'll still be fun. But what makes my playthrough so special? Well, to truly experience what these games have to offer, I'm gonna pretend like it's the old days without the internet, meaning I cannot rely on any online walkthroughs, save states, or game skipping glitches, unless stated otherwise. The only resources I can consult are the official instruction manual or strategy guide. I'll actually jot down notes and passwords if I have to. Disgusting, I know. If I'm really stuck, I'll have to consult a friend who will give me a hint. Cause remember, when you didn't have the internet, at least you had word of mouth. And obviously no special versions, as they usually unlock most of the game for you. It'll feel like I'm picking up a new game from the store without knowing what to expect. But what about the games that have no ending? See, that's the funny part. I don't know which games have an actual ending. Usually if there's a credit sequence after playing through, I'll consider that game beaten. Otherwise, I'll have to self-impose a certain criteria. That'll be something I have to research on my end. Of course, whenever Nintendo announces more games coming to the service, I'll have to beat those too. Now, disclaimer, I am not a professional gamer by any means. I know how to competently press buttons, but that's about it. I'm not out here performing speedrun strats, if you will. Sometimes even Kirby games give me a hard time. It's rough. So if anything, this challenge will hopefully help me develop better skills and reflexes. But in order for me to tackle this, I'm gonna need your help. This is the part where you contribute. You'll be able to vote which games you want me to tackle first. The more votes I get, the better. And the best part is, you can begin voting like right now. In the description, I have a link to a very comprehensive poll to make it as easy to vote as possible. If you really want me to play the N64 games first, you can skip right to that section. You can vote for as many games as you want, as many times as you want too. I really want this project to involve both of us. I know there's a lot of games on NSO that you would like to see someone experience for the first time. Luckily, I have not played a lot of them, and hopefully I can successfully share that experience with you as I dive into games and genres I've never tried before. So please consider voting and sharing this poll to as many people as you can. I would really appreciate it. I want this to be community driven. I know this is going to be a huge undertaking that will take many months, possibly years to complete, so I'm in no rush to get this done. After all, I want to experience each game to the fullest, as if I'm transported back to the day they were released. So I truly think this project is gonna be something special, and I hope you come along for the ride. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you when I tackle the very first game on Nintendo Switch Online.